Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. Today is October 10th, 2025, and we're doing a sewer scope here in South Ogden. We're at 5678 Maplewood Drive, and we have the camera pushed out 114 feet to the city connection, and now we're going to pull it back. This first connection point is called the nose on. That's where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. And this line drops into the bottom of the pipe, which isn't ideal because if the city line were to back up, it makes it easier to back up into your line.
But I would think they'd be running at a pretty...
So one thing I'm paying attention to are the joints. This one looks good, but I'm always looking for offsets on the joints where you have shoulders where waste could get stuck. So a little bit of an offset there. Left side of the pipe, you can see a little bit of a shoulder. That's moderate, far from the worst that I've seen, but never ideal to have any sort of an offset, but that one doesn't look too bad. This looks like gravel cement pipe to me, or transite, which is cement asbestos, but it's not plastic. It's also not clay. Measure, so that joint's at about 79 and some change. Next joint, 75 and some change. So 5 foot sections roughly. Now we're transitioning to ABS. A little bit of a gap there. Good chance it's been like that for a while. Not great when you have much separation because water could get through that joint, and if enough water gets through, it can cause it to settle. But this is ABS. One downside with ABS ran inside the house is that a lot of times the glued joints can separate, and so you're more likely to see corrosion on glued joints on ABS. And right above the clean out in the garage, you can see some corrosion. And you know, we can see that there's some fittings that are corroded, but most of the fittings are inside the walls, and so it's hard to look at all of them, or impossible really to look at all of them. I haven't seen any standing water on this line, which is great. That indicates that you have proper grade, and that's one of the main things we're looking at. I didn't see any roots. There's a big old spider or something. Big one. Little standing water through here, but not even enough to cover my camera head. We're accessing the line through a clean out in the garage. Looks like that's maybe an access point there. So somewhere outside, 38 feet out, you have another spot where you could access the line. It could be cut off and buried, and so you might not have access without locating it first. But this is probably where the other part of the house ties in. Really not much buildup either. Very good. I'm going to end this recording now.